Hi, my name's Patrick. I'm the author of Webify Your Business, Internet Marketing Secrets for the Self-Employed. We're going to talk today about some social media and internet marketing tips that you can use as an event planner or a meeting planner. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're one of those two. And look, there's a ton of things you can do online to promote yourself and your business. But I wanted to create a video with some ideas specific to your business. Okay, so let's get started. What do you have to leverage? Let me just start off by saying that people like photos, people like videos. Okay, text is great, right? Articles, it's great, but people love photos, people love videos. So the beauty of what you guys do is that it's visual, right? What you do is visual. Now, there's two parts of an event, right? There's the time leading up to the event, and then the event takes place, and then there's the time after the event. Okay, and I want to address both of those. So first, let's talk about the process leading up to the event. And what you're trying to get is registrations, probably, right? You're probably trying to get people to register for the event. So what content can you leverage to try and get people excited about the event that's coming up, the event that you're planning? Well, I suggest getting advanced videos from both your speakers. I'm a speaker, is what I do for a living. In fact, I've spoken for MPI and Site Global and a number of organizations like that. So I'm relatively familiar with your industry. Get advanced videos from your speakers talking about what they're going to be covering and how excited they are to be part of your event. What about your suppliers? The hotel that that the conference is taking place at, or the convention center, or whatever. Get someone to do an advanced video. You can send them a little digital flip recorder. It's a little digital flip video recorder. Okay, you can get one of these for $150, and you can send. If they don't have one, you can send one out to people and say, "Please take a short video and show us where we're going to have our conference." Right? So that someone from the hotel could go to the area where the conference room is and go through and do, just say, it can be casual. It doesn't have to be fancy at all. Just walk through, and the person from the hotel can go to the big conference room and say, okay, we're going to be in this area and we're going to put tables out over here, and their hand can be in the video so you can see their hand, and just talk about the space and how they're going to set it up for the conference. What I'm trying to get is content. Right? Video footage content, because you can leverage that content in a number of different ways. For starters, you can post it on, say, your Facebook page. Maybe you have a Facebook page with a bunch of members, or a LinkedIn page, right? Or a LinkedIn group, okay, or a Facebook group. You can post videos to that. You can put it on YouTube, and you can optimize the video. The title of the video can include the keywords that are relevant to what it is you're doing. Obviously, the name of the organization, because people are searching for that organization all the time. And also, whatever the keywords are, education for nurses or whatever, chiropractors. I mean, whatever the business is, include those keywords, because people are searching for that kind of stuff. Okay, so then the tip number one here is get footage. From people, from the biggest people you can get it from is speakers and your suppliers. Get that footage. Okay. Now, secondly, I would create a blog that chronicles the planning process that leads up to the event. Because you know all the details that you're going through. There's tons of details that you have to cover, and little emergencies, and then you have meetings about what's going to be given out. Gifts for the people, or you have meetings to decide on the menu for the gala awards dinner or whatever. That's exciting stuff, right? If I knew that the dinner, you have video footage perhaps even of the meeting where you're saying, okay, well, we want to have a really beautiful presentation we want to have steak and chicken and a fish, alternative or whatever. Or maybe we're going to have a huge buffet and it's going to be laid out like this or whatever. We want to have wine. What kind of wines should we have? That's good content, right? That's the kind of stuff people can get excited about. Like, hey, I want to go to this conference. I've been following the planning process. There's so many things. Most people, when they go to one of the events that you do, they have no idea how much work it took, do they? Right? You know how much work it took. All those details, all those little aspects, right? That's what you get paid for. But most of the people who show up at these events, they take it for granted. They have no idea the details that go into it. Now, they're not paid, right? That's why you're paid, is to deal with those details. So I'm not suggesting that you want to impose all this pressure of the details to the people who might be coming, but some of them are going to get excited about it, right? Those details are exciting to them. And if you chronicle this in some sort of a blog where potential people can go to the blog and see the things that are going to be part of this conference, they can get excited about it, and every blog post at the bottom can say register today for maybe an early registration fee. You do a blog post, there's 10 days left before the early registration ends and the price goes up. Here's what we're working on. You have a video footage of something going on. Teasers, right? Teasers. You're telling them basically, you're telling them what they're going to get and giving them a reason to register. So number one, get video footage, and number two, build a blog, or maybe you already have a blog, but chronicle the planning process for the event so that potential people who are potential registrants, okay, can see what it is you're working on. What else have I got here? In the RFPs, when you're responding or trying to get business, in many cases you probably have to submit a proposal to your client to get the job in the first place. Now, maybe you actually work for the company and this is your job, so you don't have to compete for these jobs, but you might be an independent meeting planner where you have to find these jobs on your own. Address the social media aspect in your proposal. The event is going to be visual, right? There's going to be fancy events, there's going to be people smiling, having cocktails, winning awards, learning things in seminars, okay, sessions, breakout sessions, or watching a keynote, which is what I do. There's going to be a lot of footage that you can get at the conference. So tell them that if they would like, okay, you can include a Facebook page which you'll build for them and include all that content, or maybe it's a LinkedIn group or wherever they want to post the information. Maybe they have a YouTube channel. Now look, I know, the AIG effect, right? I know the business well enough to know that some companies don't want this stuff being public. Them celebrating their top employees and maybe enjoying some of the finer things in life. They don't want that kind of stuff out there. I get that, but put it in there so that they know you're capable, right? They understand that you understand the new media pathways and channels and how you can leverage that content. And maybe they say, okay, we want to include this, this, and this, the educational sessions, the keynote, that type of content, but not the parties, whatever they say, okay? But you're going to be demonstrating your expertise to say, look, we know times have changed. We know that this is the new way of doing things, and we can respond and support you in that, okay? And the last thing is kind of the rollover. So we had the event coming up to the event, and now the event takes place and it's all this visual stuff, right? Beautiful photographs and video footage is spectacular. Get that footage, because after the event, you can leverage that footage for next year's event, right? And that's another kind of bargaining chip that you have. If you own any of this footage, that can be a reason to get the contract back to you next year. But that's maybe a different issue. The point is, you've got great content, visual content, photographs, testimonials, right? Tell the photographer or the videographer, send someone around the conference with one of these. This is a digital flip recorder. I already showed this to you, okay? And just ask people throughout the conference, hey, can you give us a little quick testimonial about why you came and if you're happy you came? And you're going to get tons of great footage, and that's going to help you leverage the social media platforms for next year's event, okay? So just a few ideas. Obviously, there's tons more. That's what this book is all about. So if you're curious about the book, the URL is right down along the bottom here of the video. But thanks for watching this video. Good luck.